What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Thursday evening live here for Strong Therapy, presented by Rare Air Live Productions. I'm here with your hosts, Carolyn and Brian Strong. How are you guys doing this evening over there?
We are doing, or I am doing amazing. Brian's exhausted.
I'm all right.
You're all right? I had a great week last week. Sorry that we didn't have a podcast last week. Brian was working hard, and I was in Austin with Comedians of the Compound, and I got to visit my cousin in Texas, who is a Vietnam vet. He was amazing. I wanted to, we had some great times. My kids missed me. Daddy took care of them greatly. I just really missed them a lot. I haven't been alone on a trip ever. I don't think like that.
Since before we really started dating, you went to Bermuda or somewhere, Bahamas.
Bermuda.
Come on, pretty mama.
Bahama. Yeah.
Where are them islands?
But I'm very excited today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting to have this great guest on. Chrissie Mayr is going to be our guest. She is my superwoman. So let's bring her on, Chris, if you can. Hey, Chrissie.
I'm here. I'm queer. What's up, guys?
Nothing much. I am so happy that I got to meet you in Austin, that I got to hug you in Austin.
Aww.
You are so sweet. I loved, and a lot of this is going to be new to Brian because we haven't had time to talk. So during Compound Media, we had like a pool get together, and I shared some pictures on it. But she, where did you go with your boyfriend? Because you had just gotten back.
Was it was it called Chubbs or Stubbs? Might have been Stubbs. Might have been Stubbs Barbecue or something like that.
Yeah, and you also went and did some.
Oh yeah, we went to the range. We went to the Austin range for shooting. It was like myself, Drew, Marshall, Lindsay, and Frank. Yeah, I think that was it. And that was fun. It was only my second time shooting.
How did you do?
It was good. I mean, like you think you do okay, and then you see somebody who's really good, and you're like, oh, I suck. You know, like you're like, what? You're like, what do I have to do? I'm already pointing it as in the middle as I can. You know, like I don't know how to get better at this. But it was fun. Like they let you keep your target, and I had shot like a bunch here and here. And
nice.
I was like, all right, I should just like, if I had a dating profile, I would post that. And I'd be like, hey, boys, don't mess with me.
Fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think I heard you say something about, and this was new to me, something about you're not supposed to draw a face on it, or you can't do anything.
You can't have like real people's face, I think, or like politicians.
Like a caricature or something.
You can't put an X or anything like on the target. You can't print out a face and put it on a target and shoot it, which is crazy. To me, that seems like a healthy outlet.
These pictures of your ex-husband look okay. Well, we'll let you go this one time and relieve some stress. One time I went shooting when I was much younger. I had a Glock 23, I think it was. I didn't even hit the target. I don't know where the hell them bullets went.
I've never tried to shoot a gun. And when you were talking about do it, I was like, maybe that's a date for me and Brian. It sounds like fun.
You should
I'd rather
definitely
go
do
axe
it.
throwing.
Yeah,
No.
I felt weird about guns like forever until just a couple years ago. Like I was very anti-gun. Like my sister lives in Vegas with her husband. They had like 8 guns or 9 guns, and I was like so judgmental. And then like last summer happened, and you're like, all right, let's all get one.
Well, and
crazy.
as far as guns are concerned,
some guns are cute, the little pink ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just, as far as gun control is concerned, just anyone should have whatever they want. Just don't be ignorant about it.
She's like, as far as gun control, just don't do it.
Yeah.
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 As far as that goes,
I don't personally like guns. Like, that's probably why I've never shot one. But I believe in people having the right to having one. Over the course of the last year or so, I wanted one in our house. I mean, I have to protect for him to protect our kids, or if he's gone, for me to learn and be able to do that too.
I think for home defense, a good shotgun is good with, you want to do birdshot, buckshot, birdshot, buckshot, buckshot.
I don't know what the fuck.
because the bird shot is for the warning shot, right?
Yeah, you don't want, it may not necessarily kill them, but definitely be like, hey, next one they're going to get you. So
That's smart to alternate them. And then like maybe one could be a gender reveal, like one shoots out just colored dust, like really mix it up. Keep them guessing.
I shot that asshole's pants off. He didn't have a dick.
Yeah, his
like-
face is all pink. Yeah.
Oh,
We're
goodness.
being robbed by a transsexuals.
Transsexuals. Now, as far as Austin was concerned, we had a great time. We've got some pictures that we can share with our audience with Strong Therapy that wasn't able to go. And if you weren't able to go to Austin, there are other shows that you can go to. And don't worry, we can go to Las Vegas.
I do
Yes,
love,
Vegas.
before I pull that up, I do love that we run a relationship therapy and advice show, and the first thing we got into is like what caliber small arms we need to have in the house in case someone acts up. It's like,
Yeah. And Brian goes straight to ex-husband. So we've got some pictures that I've done. There's Mr. Kumia.
Now, you took these pictures yourself.
Yeah, I was sitting on the other side.
So you're just hanging out with Mr. Kumia then.
I was watching. I interacted a little bit. He really likes it when I call him Mr. Kumia, so I will continue to do that. He smiled when I met him because I said, "It is so wonderful to meet you, Mr. Kumia."
He said he's a really charming guy off the show.
He's very mild mannered until you get a lot of drinks in him. Then he's bigger than life, Him and Gino really did work off of each other. There's Luby in the background and Andrea.
Time to wake up.
Fuck.
I like it. Keep it in.
I will, because it happens often.
Yeah, so here's Kayla's sister, Megan. I think trying to sniff an
the back
armpit.
of her. There's Rocky, his back to us. And I didn't catch that other gentleman's name that's standing with his arms crossed.
Yeah, I've seen him so many times. I can't remember his name.
He's so sweet. We can go to the next one.
That's Missy back there too.
I needed you for this one, but Girls the Compound.
Is this at the venue?
Yeah, this is the Vulcan, right? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, that's Christina, Kayla. Those are like they're so like rowdy on Twitter. It's like nice to meet people in real life. I mean, I had met Christina. She came and saw me in Dallas in February, and so did Kayla. Actually, I think on different nights.
Yeah, and me and Kayla spent some time by the pool.
You're kind of glowing in that picture a little bit with the curly hair and the smile going on.
Well, thank you. It's the new 2 front teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a really good time just chilling and getting to know each other, which that's what's great about the compound. If anyone goes out to the show and watches, if you find out who people are from, like you said, like the Twitter, everybody needs their Twitter handle, like welcome, hello, and you can figure out who is what is really cool. Just a family. I mean,
for real. Yeah,
it is so much fun. And you can go to the next one now.
Ooh, what a shirt!
Little story about this. So Marshall Beaupre wore the first night a really cool, like cowboyish looking shirt. And I sent him the picture. This was in the store at the Hilton, Chrissy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I sent him the picture and I was like, you need to fucking buy this and wear this tonight since you wore the one last night. And then who walks out with it on? Mr. Aaron Berg on stage, which was really cool.
It looks good on him.
Yeah, it did. His arms looked really good, and
You're looking like you're doing something to Chrissy's butt.
I was pinching it.
Oh
and
yeah,
rubbing it.
yeah. She was putting something in there. Yeah.
I was being a little sneaky. Who is, I was trying to figure out the guy with right behind Kayla. He seemed really cool too.
Oh yeah, he's I think it's one of Kumi's friends. I can't remember.
He's really cool.
Used to be a cop.
Mr. Pat, he walks
Mr.
out
Pat.
to this great pool area with a newspaper underneath his arm, which was quite entertaining. I'd have to say.
I think me and him
That's his look.
Really? Do you know if Pat's like 37?
No, he's
I think he's 50.
50.
Just turned. Actually, no, he's going to be 51 this summer.
Gino.
Okay, so he's just a little older than me then.
And Gino and Aaron are way back in the back, and there's Steve. And Steve's girlfriend came out. I got to meet her.
She's so sweet.
Yeah, I know, just adorable. And you look adorable too.
I'm doing my signature squat pose.
But you lost your little wine that you were drinking there, which
It's probably just out of picture.
it was
I was drinking it. Somebody put their sock in it, so I had to throw their socks over the side of the hotel.
Jeez.
Is that the
And
story
it
about
turns
the sock
out it
going
was
flying?
Megan's. Yeah, it was Megan's boyfriend who didn't know. Kayla's sister, Megan, her boyfriend she brought. I think his name was Tim. And he had left his socks in a chair, and I'm like, ew, whose socks are these? And then somehow they started getting thrown around, and one ended up in my drink. I was like, that's it. And I took them both and threw them over, into the air,
I loved
into
it.
the night. Yeah.
And you would have thought that they were the last pair of socks he had in his fucking life. He was like, I'm like, did you come with one pair, dude? Like,
it
Some
just
old
felt
dude-
really right.
yeah, I'm
Some
glad
old
you
dude
did
at the
it.
bottom of the building is going hit with a fucking wine-soaked sock.
I'm like, they're still there. I'm like, they're still out there. You can climb down there and get them.
And if it was someone with the homeless, they were sitting there sucking the wine out of it. They didn't.
Oh yeah, putting needles in them, storing them. Yeah,
On this wine-soaked sock.
Uh-huh.
It's good for sock.
You can go
my
to
wine sock.
Ew. The heavens, the gods sent me this.
They want us to drink.
Speaking of knowing who somebody's handle is, the guy in the back with the red shirt and the hand up, that is Ty Tannenbaum, who's one of there was such a great moment where I was like, he started talking to me. I was like, what's your handle? He said, I'm Ty Tannenbaum. I was like, oh, guys, it's Ty Tannenbaum. And everybody turns around, Clooney turns around, everybody's like, what? He starts clapping. It was the best response.
And that's
possible.
how cool it is. And he rode down Pat.
Pat.
And Pat and him rode down.
Yeah, I couldn't have done that, but driving that far.
Okay.
But
That many hours with Pat, you mean? Yeah.
But yeah, they rode down together, and I had brought something with me, and I forgot to give it to Gino and Aaron, and he actually took it for me to give to Pat.
The shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They wouldn't have wanted it in their stupid.
What kind of shirts were they?
Don't worry, you'll be getting one really soon. We had to test them out. They're strong therapy t-shirts.
Oh my God, merch already. Good for
I know.
you.
Trying to figure it out. You can go to the next one, Chris. Thank you. There's the guys chilling.
I have the website
loved
built. We can
Aaron's
sell it right
jeans.
away.
Oh yeah, it was so neat, that whole area.
It looks like it's hurting Aaron to do this. It looks like he is not used to putting his arms up that high.
Yeah,
He's like,
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we need a stogie.
yeah. And I saw him and Andrea. It was really cool, them working out together, and stalking. I'm a fan. I'm like, oh, how cool. I have no reason to go in there and fucking work out, and I never work
Yes,
out.
you do. The reason is to work out.
Oh, fuck that shit.
She doesn't like to sweat.
The only time I like to sweat, Chrissy, is when I'm fucking, and I really don't like to sweat when I'm doing
Yeah.
that. That's the truth. You can go to the next one.
So you went into the gym and started fucking somebody. Got it.
I just peeked through the hole and then working.
Oh, this is a nice shot of the outside. I didn't even think to take a picture of the outside.
Yeah, it was a really cool spot. The lighting was great. The
Looks old.
when you go upstairs where the rest of the seating was and compound, it was really cool to look down.
It kind of reminded me how the sports bar was set up
in
downtown.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool place. Even the employees were great. We had a small scuffle and where someone got
Scuffle.
Well, not me. Someone got kicked out, and they were really the wrong person that got kicked out.
Carolyn's being humble. She choked someone out, one in each hand. Stop being so humble, Carolyn.
Yes.
Double throttling on either side. Texas
but
style.
But like you said, Chrissy, I'm very nice and everybody should love me. I was outside at that moment and I calmed down the girl. She's one of our Twitter followers. I can't remember her name, but her and her husband got kicked out and they're like huge Compound fans. But it got taken care of.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, but they're VIP. They were VIPs and they came for all weekend, so they came on Saturday. They were great. But yeah, amazing. Even the employees apologized for making the mistake, and I mean they were great. I sat and talked to a guy outside that was really cool. So I would recommend going there.
Yeah, this is right on 6th Street. This was one of the lines, I guess, before one of the shows.
Saturday Night Line.
Dress.
I thought she was cute.
She was cute.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I could work that dress. Just don't show my arms. But yeah, you can go to the
These
next
are just pictures of girls Carolyn thought were cute.
Exactly. Yes, when I called in on, and it was me and Jeff that called into the wet spot. This is my screenshot from the live video.
That was him.
Yes, so now you know who Jeff Hillman is.
He was.
I think he just saw a ghost.
I know. It's because he was shitting bricks. Because I was live for him to see what was going on. He was like, "You're really doing this?" And I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" So, yeah, he's a sweetie. So
didn't do it for me.
You were busy. It was late. You were driving.
I know.
Look, it's Muffin.
Oh my goodness!
It's Muffin.
I love muffins.
Muffin. Oh,
I love your dog's eyes. Your dog's eyes are human.
Yeah, she's a person.
Yeah, she's
I
awesome.
feel like her goal is to like lick my face until no features remain. Like it's just flat.
Does she do that to everyone or just you?
Not everyone. Oh, you can smell her. You can hear her sniffing the microphone.
Consider it free,
me a lot, and also Frank a lot.
Our dog Chewy only gives me the lovin's.
Oh, she kisses. She'll come in. She makes the rounds in the morning and like checks up on everyone.
Oh,
yeah, she's
beautiful.
She's a good girl. I love the kisses. She's a golden doodle. That's cute, Muffin.
We love.
I'll show you.
Now, do you have problems with hair in her ears?
Actually, yeah, she gets some ear infection. Like she was just recovering from an ear infection.
Yeah, that's one of the when they mixed those breeds, that was one of the bad side effects. Was the really bad hair in the ears.
In the ears. Oh no.
And my niece has a miniature and she went to go get her groomed. You know what the groomer said?
What?
Instead of trimming it with a trimmer, they have to pluck it.
No.
I know. Angel's not taking them anymore. It was awful. I guess the dog came back.
It's real painful to pluck them. I would just get like a nose hair trimmer and go in there with that, because that'd be the way to do it.
Awful.
Because it's real painful to rip out the hair.
Oh no, that's bad.
I killed the picture so we could show the puppy, but you want me to go back to the photos?
That's a real good girl right there.
I want the puppy in there. That's okay.
I think we need to bring the puppy to front of center, yeah?
We love the animals. Yes, we do.
She's a good girl.
She's a good girl. I don't know if she can hear you.
She's so cute.
This is going to be a treat for our audio. Our audio-only listeners are going to love this section of the show.
We're just giving some lovage to the puppy.
I wonder if you can see herself. Can you see yourself, Muffin?
She's like, who's that asshole?
I think she nodded.
She absolutely does have human eyes, Brian.
Oh, I know.
This is a podcast now.
Yeah, so we'll just bring her into Lovin's. What kind of relationship issues do you have?
Muffin?
Wait, what?
Muffin, sometimes she'll just like, she doesn't like to be humped at the dog park. Like, even though she's a girl, she'll sometimes hump the other older dog that we have, Cookie, who's like 14.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she likes to be dominant.
She's a much more dominant dog than.
Yeah. But if you take her to the dog park, she will not have it. Someone else trying to hump her. She'll just beg. She'll be like, no. She turns around really fast and she's like, no. It's like so cute.
Yeah. She don't play that game.
That's how we are with our asses. Don't you be touching unless we let you.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes she'll come in and she'll just kick out the internet cord and then I'm gone. So that's her style.
So I love your setup there. I love it. It's grown so much. I love your little cute
That's grown.
The child's.
It's mostly books that I haven't read yet that I've ordered that I need to get to. I just like collect them.
I'm like that too. I currently have a book that has all the words it's called Fuck.
This is Michael Malice's hot new book. I was just so proud of him because it's like 100% independently published.
Nice.
It's like number 1 on Amazon right now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a very smart dude.
Yeah. What's that shirt in the background?
This is just from the. You guys don't have one of these? This is just from
Not yet.
It's from this concert series. There's the George Floyd farewell tour.
Oh my goodness!
This was last summer. I don't know if people. A lot of people went to the show, and then on the back they have the shows and where they were. There were shows in Minneapolis, Brooklyn.
Chrissy, did you get your souvenir bullet casing? Did you? I got mine.
Did.
I got mine.
I did in my souvenir fentanyl, and yeah, they had a lot of souvenirs there.
I heard Prince was supposed to play that, but unfortunately,
he had already gone.
Yeah,
he had already been farewelled. Yeah.
Yeah, but they did have the virtual Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So it's not too bad. Anyways, we also have just a couple more pictures. Or actually,
the pictures.
If you can, Chris, just show the video of my sweet Luby. If you've got that one.
Sweet Luby.
I got to eat lunch with, I stayed with Luby and Andrea. So I ate lunch with them. And Pat Dixon was there too. I didn't get a picture with him. And another couple, which were really great, that come out to the compound a lot. And
we are eventually going to come to the compound sometime.
Yes. And stay a few days.
On the bleachers.
Hang on.
Yes.
Say that again.
I'll make sure.
We're going to come out, just sit on you'll get there and you'll be like, oh my God, these are really uncomfortable.
I'll bring a pillow for a baseball.
Damn water and let us sit down here.
We'll bring one of those seats like at a baseball thing and be like a little comfy. I'll find
we get, whenever you come out, we'll have to do food like before or after, depending on what shows you come to.
Oh, that would be sweet. We will be there for the wet spot.
Oh, okay. I'll bring drinks that day.
Okay, we will.
Yeah, I'd like to be there for the wet spot and Dave's show on the next night. If allowed.
Yeah,
if allowed. I mean, I'm totally down. Like anybody, we have anybody come into the show, so
I'll make sure. I'll message Beaupre.
Okay.
Here, I have a video.
Yay.
Oh my God. Wow, she's eating with her hands and everything.
Oh, it was amazing. Have you ever had
She's got loves for that one.
Creamed spinach?
Yeah, I had it at that Stubbs place. It was really good. It was like spinach with some kind of cheese mixed in. Like I couldn't eat a lot of it because the food is like so heavy. And then I put it in my leftovers, and then I stupidly assumed that there was a microwave in the hotel, but there wasn't. So later on at night, I'm eating like cold meat at like 2 a.m.
I love spinach by itself. I make it really fatty. I put butter in it and stuff. But when they ordered, I was like, I'm gonna be a little crazy. I'm gonna try it too. It was fucking amazing.
So good.
And it had a little bit of a kick to it.
Like it was spicy.
No, the spinach. I know it's known for brisket, but
come to Texas for the spinach.
Yeah, it was good too. But
it was really good.
I have to say, because I stayed longer and I got to visit my cousin, I tried other brisket and barbecue places, and
brisket's wonderful.
I went to a place in Lockhart that had been there for Lockhart, Texas, for let's say 100 years. It has this fire. They cook it and all this stuff there. They cut it right in front of you. Now, it was cool for us, cool weather-wise while we were there. When we walked into this fire, Chrissy, I felt like my skin was on fire.
Oh, no.
And he said,
Not.
my cousin said that even when it's like 105 there, that fire's going. They've never let it go out
Whoa.
in all this whole.
So you had the fire down below?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't
They just
stand.
had a fire going the whole time?
Yes. And they've constantly, and the employees that sit there and cut it and cook it, picture that heat on top of Texas real heat. Like I
Ooh.
couldn't even imagine
Was it like that cave we ate in Germany?
hotter,
Oh,
like just
that wouldn't be comfortable.
feeling like you're on the equator, but that fucking brisket, and I can't even think of the fucking name of it, but I'll let you guys know soon of what it was, because Lockhart is a smaller town in Texas. If you can go also to smaller towns like Wembley, go and visit there. It's a college town, Chrissy. That's a cool place to go. And next weekend or the following weekend in Luling, Texas, is the Watermelon Stomp.
Ooh.
It's a big thing down there. So look it up on YouTube. If you can't be there in real life, it looks like it's going to be fun. Yeah.
What's
I
the
like that shirt.
Texas watermelon stop?
Thank you. It was a last minute change. So what we've got going on this weekend in Indianapolis, we're going to change gears here because I have the best.
Segway.
Indianapolis 500 comes up this weekend here. Have you ever been, Chrissy?
No, I'm actually trying to work out a date in Indianapolis, actually at Crackers Comedy Club. I'm working on trying to get a date there.
I've been plugging you guys there, like there
Ooh.
and Helium, and I told about the compound and everything. So
Oh.
yay. If you have a show there, we will be there and we will bring
Okay.
as many friends as we can.
Aw.
So Indianapolis 500, have you heard of the Snake Pit?
I have heard of snake pits in general.
Okay, well, this Snake Pit loves what, Brian?
Beer.
And
Titties.
yes. So back in the day, not as much anymore, it was like, show us your tits. And girls would, you drank a lot there, you party, it was pregame.
Yeah, in the mid 50s is when it really ramped up and started to be known as a partying kind of bad, a bad area to be in if you're not the partying, drinking type, if you will. Debauchery and bad things would happen in the Snake Pit. And that was in the second turn, I believe, up until the 80s. I think there was somebody that was killed by a Jeep that overturned and got their head smashed.
Right.
Oh, no.
So then
Right.
they kind of moved it from the second turn to the fourth turn. And I got to experience probably the last real Snake Pit. And I went to the one in 89 and 90. And some woman was ran over. I don't think she was killed, but she was ran over and injured. And I
Is
think
that how it
put
goes?
in
Like
back.
once people stop dying, it was like now it's poser. Like no
Yeah,
one died.
nowadays they
Did you
have
die?
concerts there, and it's nowhere near like it was because we got in a fight with bikers. A buddy of mine hit a dude in the face, and he looked like he'd been hit with a shovel.
I met a
Wow.
couple guys that drove all the way from, he's going to make funny. Where's cereal come from? Most cereals comes from what state?
I would think like
General Mills?
General Mills. Yeah.
Let's see.
No. Anyways,
Kellogg's.
whatever. Anyways, I met some guys that drove a U-Haul all the way down from wherever they were from and stayed the weekend in a U-Haul. Like they had 10 guys in the back of the U-Haul and then like 3 guys in the front.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I couldn't do that.
I would think nowadays, if there's any sort of partying like it was in the Snake Pit, it's probably happening in the Coke field now.
And you make sure when you come, you rest up, dress appropriately. It gets hot, but bring some extra clothing in case it rains because Indiana weather kind of fucked up. Bring your alcohol, food. Be prepared. Like Brian said, a fight can break out really easy. So if someone runs
Once
into
the beer starts flowing, the fists start flying.
Yeah.
And the titties
That
start.
sounds like a t-shirt.
Yeah, there was like a titty contest back in '89. They were on this van, and they were taking their tops off, and they were like, we were voting for the best titties by whoever yelled the loudest, and
What do you think they'll be voting for this year?
probably best concert.
It's probably going to be all tits matter. I think it's going to be a focus on inclusion, diversity.
It could be non-gendered group.
We're looking for big flappy titties.
Take a knee for that titty.
Yeah. What else?
Take it off the neck, put it on the titty.
Wow. We've got
I can't breathe because I got these titties in my face.
Yeah. Get this motorboat off me.
I
can't breathe.
have the best titties because I can throw them behind my back, do them in a tie, and I still can breathe.
Mm.
Can you throw them?
So
over
yours
your
actually
shoulder
turn
like
into a
Continental
travel
Soldier?
pillow? They just like go
Yes,
behind your neck?
On the plane ride home, I had to put another T-shirt and
Unfortunately, the guy behind you starts titty fucking you from the.
No, he was doing this to my nipples.
Oh my God.
I was like, ooh, that tingles.
Suddenly, ropes came from over the chair. I don't know what happened.
You're like, I expected better in first class.
This is more like Coach, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, when I went, I have more stories of my uncle was a writer in Texas, and he would come up, Chrissy, and do articles. He got to meet like AJ Foyt. He got to meet a lot of the different race car drivers. Little story that I can tell you. My dad, short Italian guy, 5'6", round guy in the 50s. He's in a snake pit. He's drunk. He's with my uncle who has like
Is this an actual pit like that you're stuck in?
Here's kind of, well, it was like where the cars drove through.
Yeah, the pit
Okay.
area is like where the cars.
Okay, so
are
this seems like redneck Coachella.
Yeah, kinda
Yes,
does, yeah.
exactly like that.
See, this is today's snake pit. It wasn't like all commercialized like it is now with concerts and
Of
stuff.
course, everything is. Yeah.
Or asses jiggling
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
definitely-
okay. And
Yeah, this was hardcore drinking, fighting, boobs, dirt, a lot of mud.
but it's still
it
so
sounds
much
fun,
fun. There, a lot of my nieces and nephews go now.
I drank a whole case of Blatz.
My dad's
Oh.
into NASCAR. Like, you couldn't pay me to watch it on TV, but the way he describes the events, it sounds like a really good time. Like, it's always a big
Yes.
party, concerts, people drinking, like very like college party outside. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Little
Like,
bit of Mardi Gras. You can dress up, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, it's coming up this weekend. But like I said, I didn't go very much. I was younger when my parents went. And so we did like the cookout on Sunday and listened to the race.
We would go on Carb Day. That was when it was a big party day in the snake pit. But now it's all commercialized and
Ugh.
safe.
And most likely the reason I didn't go or knew about that part was because I was a girl and my dad didn't want to hear me come home and say, this guy said to show us their tits and I did. Because that's the kind of girl I am. I would have
Also,
went.
I'm pregnant.
I might be.
Surprise.
There was
Can you get pregnant through the
a
ass?
few people put some white on
I'm
me.
going to have an ass baby.
But yeah, really cool. But my dad actually, back when Andretti was driving or first coming out, he was walking in the snake pit and they were pushing his car out. My dad's Italian, Andretti's Italian. My uncle is Irish, but sounds Texan. He talks like that. So my dad must have got in the way of the car. And Andretti yelled at, get out of the fucking way, you goddamn wop. And of course, this girl right here, when I heard the story, I didn't understand what WAP was. No one really talked about it. Then I found out my dad actually almost got in a fucking fight in the snake pit with Mario.
Well, not the snake pit.
Well,
The pit.
the pit.
Oh, the real pit. Wow.
the real pit with Mario Andretti, and my uncle, who's like 6'4", is like pulling my dad from getting in a fight. I wish
Now, the reason they got back there was because of his press credentials, right?
Yeah, and to me personally, I wish my uncle would have let him fucking beat his ass, because there would have been a story in like the Indianapolis Star and across the world about my dad.
In jail.
But he still would have kicked his ass.
Yeah, but what a thing to do, though. I mean, think of how many people go through their entire lives and do nothing extraordinary. If you have the opportunity to kick an Indy 500 driver's ass and not, be morally reprehensible, you got to take it. Got to take it.
Yeah.
Now, if it was today, my dad would have had a following because he was called a WAP.
I was surprised.
What does WAP stand for? Wet ass.
Bad something? Name. It's another name for an Italian.
Well, no, now it's that. Yeah, now it's the Cardi B song. I'm surprised you being Italian didn't know that. That's definitely because you grew up in the Midwest. If you grew up in New York, you would have known that before you could actually speak the word.
Well, that's because they sheltered me.
Yeah.
The first
they moved her up to a little country town and kept her sheltered.
That's why when I went to Austin, it was the first time I had ever seen actual cocaine in front of me.
And it was Larry presenting it to you.
It was someone that starts with a D. He's really cool. Yeah. He was even nice enough to offer it to me first out of everybody, and I was like, paranoid mom, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I'll try to jump off the
Yeah, were they joking with you like, oh, do it off Larry's dick, it's easier to see?
No.
Drew also asked Kayla if he could do coke off her boobs. She was like, what's in it for me?
I love her.
I was like, you go, girl, don't take anything.
Experience. Yeah.
I think Larry was very patient with me because he's talked to Brian a lot. Him and Brian are pretty good friends.
Yeah, I was going to say another story about 1931, the track.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this guy wrecked and went over the wall and broke his axle as he wrecked, and a wheel went flying over the fence.
He's all depression.
Across Georgetown Road. That's the road right next to the track there on the home stretch.
Wow, just a wheel flying through the air.
And it killed this 11-year-old boy.
Wow.
Grandma's.
What are the chances of that?
Womp, womp.
My grandma's house was next door, I think, or another house down. And she was 7 at the time, and she remembers that happening with him being killed by that tire. It hit him in the head and killed him instantly. So that's just another.
It'd be so funny if the last thing he said to his mom was like, Mom, I'm tired. And he sure was. Yeah.
You're really tired. Wake up.
Oh, come on, Billy.
John, put his brains back in his head and we'll take him to town.
Yeah, so as far as the Indy 500 is concerned, if you can ever make it out, I think you'd have a great time. I mean, hopefully you won't get hit by a tire or
it's the track is safer than it's ever been now. I mean, that's why I think it's lost popularity, to be honest with you, because it's not.
Too safe is not fun.
Yeah, it's lost that. I don't know, that
edge,
danger.
Yeah. And then we have the Brickyard, like you said, Chris, in August now. So that's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Chrissy, what do you have coming up on your show? Or anything you'd like to plug?
Yes. Working on getting... What's her name? Working on getting Lisa Ann on the wet spot. We got to figure out a time that she can make it, but we are talking about that. Stand-up wise, I'm going to be in Cleveland next Thursday, June 3rd at Hilarities. So that's going to be really fun. And then after that, New Jersey, the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, Jersey on June 12th. And then June 18th, the Pat Garrett Amphitheater in Bethel, Pennsylvania. And that's another Comedians of the Compound show.
Nice.
I think Compound, what's today? I think Compound is off next Monday for Memorial Day, but then we're back on June 7th with Gina Hyena, Jen Feldy, Kathy Arnold, and whatever Amy. Wow, those all sound like made up names. 7:30, June 7th. We're back doing the wet spot. Yeah, this week on CMP, I have Tuesday's episode with Isabella Riley, Sterling Cooper, who is a porn star who just did wet spot, but very like well spoken. You know, if you like Australian accents, that's the one for you. And then this Thursday, Star Wars girl. She's a big Star Wars nerd. We nerd out together. And then on Friday, Erica Rhodes, who's another comedian. And yeah, these are just, I'm a little behind, but yeah, I have to put up snippets from the episodes. Like I feel like just the graphics are not enough. But yeah, those are a little. That's Carrie Smith there in the hot tub with me. We did an episode together while we were in Austin. She came to my hotel room. It was fun. That is up on YouTube right now, or if you're just a listening type of person, it's on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud.
And your podcast,
is that Brittany with the gray top?
Who's Brittany?
Brittany Venti, yeah.
Boobies.
Oh. Yeah, it's funny because
her,
she's like anti-porn, but she's built for it.
That means she has a tough vagina.
That was one of I love your shows. Like
I think we called this the hot titty, or at least I called it the hot titty show. Or city titty,
big city
titty show.
Big city titty. That's a great name for a show.
Yeah. Well, and as far as this specific show, when you had the hot Australian porn star, that was
Sterling Cooper.
Yeah, he was quite eloquent and calm during that's tension, that conversation and that back and forth. And he had
like a mentality of like he would talk about it, but he could give two shits, because he just seemed like he was so relaxed.
Well, and besides that, he's making fucking bank, and any little thing.
Oh yeah, he's not helpless.
Anything that she came across with, and like you said, her opinions are her opinions, and she can have those and feel that way. I don't want to say I believe in porn, but I think that porn is perfectly fine, not in an addiction way. But as far as that's concerned,
Lisa Ann is a pornographic star, isn't she?
She was,
yeah. She's also like a director and stuff now too. I think she represents girls and directs stuff too, right?
Yeah, I think she's still pretty involved in the world. But I did an interview with her too. Yeah, a nice like long form, and she's actually like, I tell a lot of people to stop watching porn because it can be a hindrance to like intimacy and your own like relationship.
And it also can help.
I usually critique it and laugh at it because it's just, I don't know. Some of it's so ridiculous you can't help but laugh.
Sometimes I'm like, she's faking. That's definitely pee. Yeah.
But wait, tell me, what do you guys think about this? What is it with? So like, I'm a regular guy in the world watching porn, and then one day you open up the porn again, and every fucking video is like a step relative. Every fucking one. I did not search for this. I did not check any boxes. And I'm curious because I've asked other people. They're all saying this is a thing. That like everything definitely now is stepmom, stepsister, whatever the hell. Is there like can you guys, have anyone heard of a reason behind why porn is pushing
trend?
stepsisters?
It's very taboo. And
that was the name of a very intense porno back in the 70s. I think it was called Taboo. That they had some really good on-screen chemistry. It was really hot.
Was it a stepmom
It was no, it was supposed to be the real mom and the son.
Oh.
But I'm like, she came home drunk, and he was asleep naked, and I guess the blanket came off of him, and she saw his hog, if you will, and went to town.
Oh God! She's like, I made that hog.
See, I get why that exists, but I'm saying like I'll go on their thing, and 2/3 of the videos will say stepmom, stepdad with the daughter.
Well,
I'm like, does everyone have a fucking complex nowadays? Like, is there not?
I think what they're doing is, like we've said, the accessibility to porn and watching things. People are pushing their own limits.
The standards, are lower and lower. It's like you just got to keep pushing it and pushing it. Like, what's the next? Like,
I'm done. I'm done with Asians that have big tits. Now I want to think about, oh God, I like
what else is there?
My stepmom. I'd like to fuck
German scat porn.
That's the Randy Marsh porn episode of South Park in a nutshell. Like he literally does that. He's like, oh, I need a Brazilian.
Exactly that. I think, maybe eventually we'll just get back to normal one-on-one sex, like
videos of people holding hands.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Love.
I don't know.
This courtship.
I like hand job porns for some reason. That's my thing.
That's so classic. Probably because it like taps into that place, like whatever, 15 years old, however old you, like your very first couple of sexual experiences. So it's
makes you feel
what's the
young.
word? Yeah.
I don't know. When I watch porn, I'm a dork. I like, whenever I've watched it, it's almost always like this romance and she's in a big dress and that kind of bullshit. And then he turns on something like Max Hardcore for jokes and shits and look at him.
His is the hilarious.
You will get quite entertained. It would be interesting to have him on your podcast.
What's his name?
Max Hardcore.
Max Hardcore. He's a freak-a-deek.
Yeah.
Freak a fucking deek.
Yeah,
he's a male porn star.
Yeah.
He
not attractive, anything, just a freak-a-deek.
I think if I could wear a mask, I would do it. Be kind of funny.
Really?
I would.
Do you have a big hog there, Chris?
Yeah.
Hey. Woohoo. Sounds like we know where your revenue streams are going to come from.
I'd have to get in shape, though. I got to do some push-ups, I guess.
See,
just a couple.
I don't think I could perform with a gaffer.
I don't even know what
if you're a little bit of an exhibitionist, then it's probably a good field for you.
Yeah, it could be
now, Chris, I want to find you a mask.
A gaffer. or like a lighting tech.
A lighting tech.
Yeah.
What's Max Hardcore's like Insta or Twitter?
Oh, I don't know.
We'd have to. I'll get it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, just Google Max Hardcore. If you see a guy in a cowboy hat, you've got him.
There can't be too many. Although I
guess he was arrested.
He likes to go yeah.
Oh, okay.
Andy was arrested.
It must be this guy.
Sounds like a character.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Following.
He would be a very interesting guest.
He breaks out the speculums.
Oh.
Chris, Chrissy, I'm telling you.
A little beyond my depth.
Too kinky?
I don't know. Maybe I've never thought to use a speculum. I've never thought to bring out the medical tools.
Yeah, the speculums he uses have built-in lights.
Does he design them himself? Is he an engineer as well?
Yeah, he has a yellow cow.
He seems like a dirty old man for sure.
And I'm going to tell you this right now, Chrissy. I swear to fucking God, if you get him, please have Brian on the show, or at least let him call in, because oh my God.
Oh yeah, I definitely have to call in.
I don't want to be involved. He makes me sick.
Okay. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I think he had the wrong girl in one of his scenes, and she had probably some powerful parents or someone, and they got his ass arrested for sending porn through the mail to a particular county where you're not supposed to send porno to.
Wow. Like Lancaster or something?
It was some county in Florida, I think.
Damn, I would have guessed like Utah or such, you know. That's weird though. Like I don't get how they even handle the legality of these things, because I'm not against, like people, do what they want to do and have be legal, but I never understood how cops will arrest a hooker and then porn is legal. Like you put a camera in the room and now you can just do what you want to do. Like I don't know. I've never learned where the line was drawn, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of artistic license, I think.
Well, and that's kind of the theme of that show, Breaking Bad. Like, where are the limits? If you've never watched that, and the reason I'm bringing it up is someone on Anthony Cumia's show brought that show up, and I had never watched it. And as I watched it, it was like, where are the limits, your personal limits? What do you think is okay versus that? So it kind of, I think that's what made a lot of people interested in that, like in that show. Like if you're in that instance, would you do this? Now that you've done this, will you do this? So as far as that is concerning. I'm going back to Chris. Why is a camera in the fucking room different from
That's why you have to have
privacy?
lines in a porno. You just can't go straight into the fuck scene. I don't think you got to have some sort of artistic portion where you have lines like, "Oh, hello, mister. Thanks for the helicopter ride, mister."
Yeah.
You got to have something there for like the people that aren't 13. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking a plot. I'm not talking about character development, but you got to have at least a premise that gives it something sexy outside of like, oh, here's some tits. You know what I mean?
You know, like
there's
Gonzo?
There's got to be like an ethos to it. What's Gonzo?
That's when you get straight to like sex acts.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's fine, but I just would think like, I guess like you guys said before, if you've blown through a lot of that, then I don't know, you're left wanting something more robust or something.
The first porn I saw was when I was 13, and she was getting fucked by a piece of corn.
the first thing
How
you saw was that?
wholesome.
That was the first thing.
There's more than corn in Indiana.
Oh, you guys are from the Midwest. I love it.
Well,
She's like, use the other end. That end's too big.
that's awful. My first porn I saw
Hopefully she husked it first.
is, do you remember the Pepsi Cola glass bottles?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The girl sat on it.
Well,
And
all right.
I remember going,
How much of it disappeared?
she was down almost to the bottom.
Wait, are you saying you saw that was the first thing you saw too?
I walked in on somebody and I can't even tell you who was watching it. And I saw a girl squat onto the Pepsi Cola bottle.
And how old are
And
you?
how old was I?
Roughly, yeah. Because if you were young, that's pre-internet. That means you saw it happen. Like, that means it happened in a room you were in.
No, it was on a TV.
Okay. I was like,
No,
This
no,
is-
no.
this is-
Was
I
it
was
like
like,
your
if-
mom or dad? Like, oh, don't worry, they're just trying to recycle it.
This is
They're
back when we had to
confused.
watch it on the VCR.
Yeah, so I don't.
I was like, if you say
It was-
12, this is going to get real interesting. I have a few questions, if that's the case.
Yeah, I saw it. That's my flash of it because I remember seeing that. I don't know who was watching it. The room was dark. I saw it and I went, holy fuck, like in my head. And I turned around, knew I was not supposed to be out of bed, and I trucked my little ass back to my room.
How old were you?
And I know I was under 8 years old because I know the
Oh no, that's too young.
I know the house that I saw, but they probably thought I was in bed. I snuck out of bed a lot. I was afraid to sleep alone, so I would actually crawl down my parents' hallway and get in bed with them, or because
Aw.
that's how I saw.
Was it a white girl?
Yes,
Okay, trying to think.
and also that's how I saw the scary part with the TV part with the poltergeist.
Oh, man.
Like I wasn't supposed to be watching that either. That was adult TV, and I crawled down the hallway because they were up and watching TV, and I saw the part with the TV in her hands, and I remember going, holy shit, and her disappearing
Aw.
and crawling back. And those moments probably did make me not leave my parents' bed until I was 13.
Aw.
Man, that whole bottle, huh?
She made it down to, he's going to research this and find
Sounds like
it.
you could throw a coin in it and be like, ding dong, ding 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 ding.
Wow.
I don't know. I just know that I was very shocked when I saw that.
I know in Deep Throat they use Coke. They like poured Coke in her puss, drank it out.
Really?
Yeah, in Deep Throat.
It'd be bad for your like pH, I think.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy acidic.
Nah,
My pH is a 4.
I need some monostat. Stat.
I'm very itchy.
Stat.
Yeah. Ooh.
What happened to you, man? Well, we were on this set and they poured Coke in.
We didn't have any cups.
Yeah, and I had
And
a,
everybody wanted some Coke.
And then everybody lapped it up really good.
yeah, with a straw.
We had one straw, no cups. I volunteered.
It's like
My
the
pussy
guy was
could hold
confused.
9
When
ounces. What's the next story you got
What,
there?
no, Chris, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I'm sure the male star was confused when his dick melted off like thermite.
Like thermite. So our next story we'll get into is since we're talking about porn, Chrissy,
Oh, yes.
what the next article was, what's the standard for pubic hair these days?
Okay. And this is last year when I feel like there were no standards. People were just letting it all go.
That's why I grabbed it, because like now, what do you think the standards are?
The lady that was on the wet spot, she kind of was going back to the 80s.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, with the full pie-shaped bush.
Pie-shaped.
You know, where it's like a pie at the top and it's bigger and it goes down into.
You mean a triangle?
Yeah, like a piece of pie. I was thinking a piece of pie. I'm sorry.
I guess that's a nice way to describe it. He's
thinking of Revenge of the Nerds. We've
got hair pie.
We've got hair pie. So he's going back to our old school shit.
Yeah, just like a triangle, yes.
So as far as mine is concerned, it's pretty much a bush, although I do trim up around the edges for bathing suit season.
There you go.
Because there can be issues with ingrown hairs.
Oh, yeah.
All that fun stuff. I've never done the eye or the thin strip. What are you attracted to, Chris and Brian?
I like either just a little bit of hair on top, like a Hitler stash on top, or just straight nothing.
I'm more of like a landing strip kind of guy. Like I like there to be some hair visible, but like trimmed short and like trimmed back, you know, like where it's kept real neat and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm open-minded. It's kind of like pizza. Like good, okay is the worst. You know what I mean? You're growing up from there.
Like you're not going to go, yuck.
Yeah,
we were also, we said that too with blowjobs and hand jobs. They're always pretty good. There's never a bad one.
Right. There's great and then there's okay. But there's never like, wow, I need to drink that away or go home and watch a puppy video to clear that palate or something. You're doing pretty good. You know?
I know too. I think as women.
I think Carolyn is just afraid that a Brazilian would hurt.
It looks like it would, Jesus.
But you get used to it. It hurts a lot the first time, and then like the more you go, it doesn't hurt as much.
It becomes like numb.
Like kind of, yeah, because you're not like with shaving, you're cutting off the middle of the hair, and people says, oh, it grows back thicker when you shave it. I don't know. I just remember that like my hair was thicker before I started getting waxed regularly, and now that I've just been getting waxed like every 4 to 5 weeks, it's like it just doesn't grow back as thick at all. And by the time it's back, it's time to wax it off again.
I will say, go ahead. Sorry.
Do you go to the same person each time you go?
I go to the same place. I have whoever's available because like I always have to change my appointment. But I usually go like once a month on Mondays because I'm in the city already before the Wet Spot show. So
yeah, it's a clean dance floor.
The clean dance floor, yeah. And like, you know, sometimes nobody sees the dance floor. But like, you know, I don't know. I feel better getting it. I've gotten used to it.
It's best for if you want your guy to go down. Like if you're a girl out there and you want your guy to go down more, you know, like I find that's a little better situation. But that's me. One man.
I'm gonna have to put prosciutto down there or something. I gotta step it up.
I know, right? Well, now I know why he won't go down because he likes Hitler and nothing. Aww. So maybe I need. Okay, so
no. You can't say he likes Hitler.
Anyways,
and nothing else, only Hitler.
In the context of what you said, as far as aftercare or whatever, have you gotten any ingrown hair? I'm asking this because I'm interested in it, scared of it, but not
scared of it. I really like, and then like I hate to plug them. But like the European wax salon, I don't know if they have that where you're at, but I've been going there for like, probably consistently every month for like 6 years now. So they do a really good job. And like I buy these like, they have a serum that it's just like, you know, it's like a clear serum. And then that's supposed to help ingrowns. And they give you these like soaked pads. Like you remember the old, OxyClean pads back in the day. It's kind of like that, but it's like it's got, I don't know, some kind of acid on it. It doesn't burn or anything, but it keeps like if there is an ingrown, it like you just do, you know, you do like wipe with the wipes like once a day when it's freshly waxed, and that keeps them from growing. Or if they are, it like helps them find their way out. And if you exfoliate, it's all about like just keeping that skin kind of like on top of it. It's a whole freaking regime there, but
I'm wondering.
It's a complicated part of the
Well,
body.
I'm wondering if because I tried the curly girl method. I need to look online on the Brazilian method on like how to take care. I wonder if there's a YouTube thing. Did see that you could watch it.
Yeah,
and
we
see
probably
it
don't have
happen.
anything European here in Indiana. It's probably more like Karen's puss clean.
No.
Karen's puss clean.
I've
I
looked
know the
at
first
that.
time you go, you're like, and then you just get over it. You're like, yeah, a different woman every month is just looking directly into my snatch.
I was
and
gonna
that's-
say, do
yeah.
you have to have like for the pain? I can only imagine it's pretty fucking painful. I've pulled one hair out. I can't imagine 300 at once. Like, do you have to have like a monk like fucking focus and meditation skill?
No,
for that
I mean
shit?
they say it's like okay, that you're a pain threshold. Like it's gonna hurt more if you go right before your period because like everything is more sensitive. If you go like after, that's probably the best time. But I go whenever. Like I just go whenever I can. Like yeah, it does hurt. I think that first time, and then it hurts way less every other time. But you just like if you get somebody good, they'll be really quick and they can make it hurt a lot less than if you went to somebody who's not so good. You
Do
know,
they do it
they're
like a
just
kid at the
fast.
doctor?
It's like over in less than 10 minutes, like maybe 5 or 7 minutes.
And they do it from your rooter to your tutor, right?
Yeah, I mean, like you can say if you don't want them to do your butthole, if you don't want everything gone, like they could leave a strip if you want. They could, you know.
I think I pulled out a roid.
Yeah.
Oh God! Be like, oh my God, are you trying to smuggle these drugs out? Look at
Well, we solved your hemorrhoid problem because it came off on the tape.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Um,
no, go on. It's got YOLO. You know what I mean? Some people have a drink or something before they go.
Yeah, you totally read my mind.
Would it be awkward if it was a guy waxing you and he was really hot?
Yeah. For me,
no, I'd probably
yes.
be like, great.
Oh,
What's
Chrissy,
up?
I couldn't do it.
They make it look more painful here than it really is. And honestly, the most painful part, it's not like the sides, it's not your butthole. It really is just like the front part of your like
the top, like
just like the front part of your cooch. It's like once you get into your cooch, like that really doesn't hurt very much at all. It's really just like the front part.
Okay.
And then
So
everywhere else it really is not as painful.
The crust of the pizza.
They probably should have shaved him first because it's worse with longer hair like that, I think.
But then it can't be right. It can't be too long, and it also can't be. It has to be long enough for the. It's just so weird that she's waxing it like that, like just on
Yeah.
opposite sides, probably to make it look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they turned him into a pumpkin.
I
Yeah,
wonder
I
if he's that big of a wolf man, or if they like make it, if they did like some prop hair on him. Because
No, I'm
if
sure that's
his
really
real
him.
hair,
That's
he's-
really
he's
his
a
hair.
hairy
That is
dude.
fucking-
But now, then again, that's a while ago. He might not.
that's
Might be
hair
down.
Yeah,
on
why
the
would you do it
nipples.
like this? It doesn't make any sense. And then I'd be so worried, like, oh, my nipple's gonna come off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I heard you gotta put like a salve on your nipples while you're getting, or you gotta go around them or something. Because you can rip off a nipple, I guess. Or at least the tip
I don't
of
know
it.
if you can rip it off. So if you're trying to make it look like a face,
Speaking
yeah.
of which, right? I'm in my mid 30s, and I found out I just randomly figured out that I have a third nipple 2 years ago.
Where is it?
It's like a little below one of the other ones. It's like if you Google it, they're all in the same spot. Like anyone who has one, they're all basically like tiny and in the same place. Like I've only seen a few examples of everyone who has like a real third one where it's like the first or second one. It's like this tiny little spot.
Are you in
Like
like a
under your
support
chest.
group for it or any like a Facebook group?
No, but maybe I could leverage this somehow. Like I'm a big victim now. Like I also need like some
Yeah,
sort
you
of,
can be part of a protected class.
Is there like a grant, a
Also-
government grant I could get for this? Like some sort of, is there like there's got to be some stipend.
There's got to be something. Yeah.
There's gotta be.
And if you end up getting into porn, like that could be a whole kink.
And his name would be the triple nipple.
Triple nip. Triple nip.
the
Triple
nip.
nipple bandit.
triple nipple
Yeah.
pimple.
Because he would wear his mask and he would steal the pussy.
I found out I had a second dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we read about that on Larry's show. I think we did a show. We did because we do the news on his, and it was a guy that had. There was a guy that had 2 functioning dicks. It wasn't a video, it was an article, but just. That's got to be like, how are you not like how was I this old before I learned that person existed?
I only masturbate with the one on the left.
Wouldn't
Another one.
that be great if you just keep one for like special occasions? Like it's the fine china. Like that one's for company. Don't touch it.
I want to do the other one tonight because he's a little wilder.
Yeah, like one black one, one white one.
Well, that calls to mind the. Have you guys seen the two-headed conjoined twins?
Yes.
Which ones?
Their names
girls?
are. Let's see. Their names are Millie and
They're like grown up
Christine
now.
McCoy. Here they
Yeah.
are. Millie and Christine McCoy. Let's get the.
Do you think they can both feel the puss?
No, they have separate boyfriends. They share a pussy. They have
Do
two
they,
heads.
each
they have
of
two
them
heads,
feel
one
the
body.
same one?
Watch,
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God.
show you. I don't know the answers to the nuanced questions, but hold on, wait. That's not the right people.
The separate boyfriend thing is hilarious.
The one I pulled up is not the one I thought. Hold
And
on.
how do you know who's cheating?
Your ball sack is touching mine. You're gonna have to move, dude.
I'm totally.
Like, what if one head hates the other one's boyfriend? Like,
It's like
this
it's
is rape. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have noise-
exactly.
Noise-canceling headphones.
Like you, let me face fuck you here. And oops, sorry about my balls there. My apologies.
I hate this guy. He's a misogynistic son of a bitch, and I don't like it this hard. Come on, bitch.
There we go.
And he's like, the sister likes it real.
Anal.
See, usually conjoined twins share like a liver or like a fucking heart, maybe. These guys are one body.
These
two
girls
heads.
are looking more tired the older they get. They have to be exhausted by now. They were kind of cute when they were younger, but ooh. See, this is the only person I feel like should have the pronoun of they.
Good point.
The lower one has it a little rougher.
Yeah.
The other one's kind of cute.
I don't
Is
know.
that their boyfriends?
Let me see.
I saw their boyfriends down there.
Abby and Brittany, yes.
Here we go.
Bullshit.
I don't know that
I
this is
call-
boyfriends.
Oh
Bullshit
my
on that.
God, they're both such cute guys.
I was like,
Oh,
they have
here's
some
another
one again,
kinky
though.
shit.
But here's
Yep.
another one too. Here, like there he is in a different picture with them, like this guy.
Oh, they're cute. The guys are cute.
He's probably managing them too. Let's get you on the circulation. Yeah.
I don't know are their necks always
I'm
tired?
getting I'm getting an odd bi. I think these guys are bi.
Yeah. Yes, you have to be. You have to be into dudes.
Yeah.
Do you think that they've
And
all
second
four
heads.
done it together?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not a choice.
He's
Like, I mean,
probably
they have-
slapped his ass.
They could have a threesome with 3 guys. You know?
Yeah,
2 mouths, 1 pee hole, 1 D hole.
I mean,
Look at
I'm
that,
just
being
wondering if-
sassy.
I mean,
That's a
listen,
college bookstore.
from the waist down, everything seems very normal. I gotta say, but it's that you know.
Yeah, just wide hips. And then you look up and you're like, oh, God. Do you think they eat twice as much? Yeah, let's look at the one of the insides. Okay.
Yeah, they each have their own
3 lungs,
lungs,
2 hearts.
heart.
And they share intestines.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my God. Imagine someone's like, I really want to take a shit. And you're like, no, I want to finish reading a book.
Wait a second. So scroll down just a little bit for me, Chris.
So
On
this
the
was supposed to be obviously
Oh, okay.
twins,
Photos?
but then they just stopped.
Do they have 2
Creating
ovaries,
parts.
1 vagina?
No,
They-
everything below the
One
stomach
pair of
is
ovaries. Yeah.
So could
Wow.
they-
So who gets to knock them up if they want to
Yeah,
have
and-
kids?
Oof, that's
that's
fucking
what I
crazy,
was
you're right.
going for there.
Damn.
How?
Or is it just like a race to the finish where both guys are coming inside them and then it's just like whoever wins wins? It's just like nature intended.
I heard somebody
like,
say
like
once
God
that,
intended, you know.
what would it be like coming on that big back?
Like a runway.
It is a little
Yeah.
broad.
Wow.
I didn't say it.
And you know what's sad is these bitches look better in a bikini than I do right now.
Me too. They're all slim and firm.
I'm glad I thought of this.
Yeah. Chris. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I haven't
Well-
checked in on them in years, so it's good to see that they're
So here in Indiana, we're looking forward to you hopefully coming out to Crackers Comedy Club.
Yeah.
I will make a personal call and have some other people.
Oh my God, a personal call. Yeah. I think the I think the booking lady's like maybe her name is Lorraine, I'm not sure. Don't quote me.
Well, I'll call and leave a message, and hopefully you can get to Indiana. and we can plan a show or come into New York. Maybe when
I
it
think the
cleans
last
up.
time I was in Indiana is when I was 14. I went to a diving camp at Indiana University.
Cool. Well, if you do come, maybe we can meet up. We can.
Yeah, we had the Pan Am Games here, and they built a really nice swimming pool downtown.
Ooh.
Well, and if you have time, we'll try to meet up or something. Maybe we can take you to dinner or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll take you to a real Italian place here. Well,
Hey.
not New York Italian, but there's an Italian place over here that we go to.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of my cousins. We could take you over there, and you can have some good wine and
Are
some
you going to do an Italian accent?
That's my best one.
And I'll
act
show you
like
what I
that.
can do with an empty Coke bottle.
Exactly. Well, thank you again, Chrissy, for coming on the show for us.
Thanks for having
Our
me.
next little spot is our old man, and if you can help me, we yell for our old man, and he's a friend of ours that comes out.
Yeah.
Old man, old man, old man, I got COVID. Old man,
Weird sign off.
old man, where the fuck are ya? Old man.
Oh my God. Okay, this is a whole thing. Got it.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm alright.
Did you get to see the show today?
A little bit, yeah.
What did you think of that Chrissie Mayr?
Yeah, she's one hot box right there.
I know.
Box.
She's so pretty with that red hair. Did you want to ask her anything or?
What, you got any redness down below there?
No. I dye my hair red.
Ah, I see. They say blondes have more fun, but that's not really true.
Fake blondes do. They get to go to Austin and
Hey.
Texas and hang out with the compound.
That'd be so fun.
I'm telling you.
You want me to be a redhead?
Yeah, you can be whatever you want.
Okay.
But, yeah, redhead, back in 1930, redheads knew where it was at.
They did? Where was it at?
Right in my pants.
The butthole. Yeah. The butt.
Yeah, we were a lot dirtier back then, too. But you didn't give a shit about stink back then.
You didn't?
No.
I don't like stink.
Yeah. Showers are more available today.
Yeah, thank God.
Mm. Mm-mm.
If you ever need a shower and you can't afford a home or anything, get a gym membership. I learned
that's
that this
smart.
week. I learned
Mhm.
that this week.
Yeah, that
Let
was
it
a
out.
hot tip from Lucy Sunflower.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw Lucy Sunflower once. She likes to get down and funky.
Funky,
Who
funky.
does?
Good
All right.
stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for coming and chilling with us, old man. I love you.
Love you too. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, Chrissy.
Bye, old man.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.